My name is Lisa M. Kalichia. I couldn't even begin to tell you how angry, upset, frustrated, enraged I am. I work with young people. I've been officially teaching or working in education for 23 years. Prior to that, I volunteered and worked with organizations for uh, maybe 4 years. That will put me maybe in my early 20s. Always young, love young people because of how I grew up in Philly uh, with my mom and, just things that went on in the family or whatever. And at this point, I try not to lose hope, and I can't lose hope. I have the faith of a mustard seed in God that our communities can change, and they will change, but they won't change until families start addressing family members within the family. And I walked in the house, and that quote right there says, "It's our minds we have to convince. It's our minds we have to convince." As a mom of three girls, and I don't want to say I'm speaking on behalf of every parent, every guardian, every aunt, every uncle, every person who sacrificed their life to make it better for their children, the kids in their family. And then some of you have the audacity, it's not even some anymore, it's a lot of you have the audacity to decapitate the future of our children and our young people. And what I mean by that is that we want to talk about what's going on in the community. We want to talk about police brutality. We want to talk about the economic disadvantages, the inequalities. Yes, we have all of that going on. We do, and I don't deny that. But when are we going to address and have those courageous conversations with the people in our family, with the people in our circles, with the people that we see contributing to what I'm calling the family to prison pipeline? We want to talk about education and we want to talk about all these different things, but what about the moms and the dads and the aunties and the cousins and the this person and that person, and we want to get high with our kids, and you know you, we want to smoke weed and smoke crack, and we want to party, and we want to do all of these things that contribute to the detriment of our children's future, our community futures, our villages. And I'm not understanding. I really don't. And it blows my mind that you, whoever you are, have the audacity to think that it's okay to do the things that you're doing with young people, with children. It's not okay to get drunk with them or let them have alcohol. It's not okay to get high with them or to let them smoke weed. It's not okay to let them be out all hours of the night. It's just not okay. And the list goes on and on and on and on. And I'm infuriated. I've sacrificed my whole life to be a role model, not because I'm self righteous, not because of anything other than I wanted better for my family. Even before I had kids, I never grew up saying I want three kids and this and that and a house. All I knew is that if I was to ever have children, I wanted to be a better mom. I wanted to be a better person. And to sacrifice, make so many sacrifices to try to do the right thing, it infuriates my heart that we have our own family, and I see it every day going to work, and it breaks my heart. It really does. And I'm talking to you, to the people who aren't saying anything to you. These are for the people who, and I don't know I don't even know what to call it, but you cuss your kids out. You cuss your daughters out, and your sons and your uncles and your nephews, like they just everybody. You're cussing these young people out like they're grown out on the street. like they're dogs, like they're nothing, and it infuriates my soul. What are you have the audacity to cut down trees that we're building? You have the audacity to unplant seeds that we've been planting. You have the gall and the ball to not care about what we're doing to these young people because that's what you're doing. You think your life is over? Their life isn't over, and it shouldn't be over because you think yours is. Yeah, I have a problem with that. I don't know who this video is for, but it's not right. And I really and truly believe that the only way our communities and our families are going to get better is when we stand up to those family members and say, no, y'all not doing drugs in here. No, you're not going to disrespect my house. No, this is not what we doing to young people in our family. No, we not selling out on the block. Like, what happened to the adults, the people who used to protect the kids because they knew that they had a future? No, I don't want you to get hooked up with this, son. I don't want you doing this, daughter. And it's just so much that family does, and the family do to kill and suffocate the family within, whether it's molestation, incest, rape, uh, the physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, verbal abuse, financial abuse. We want people. You want to get credit cards in the kids' names and bills in the kids' name. Like you, some of us set. And I say I'm not perfect, and no, I haven't done any of those things. I'm not perfect by far. I'm not a perfect mom. I'm not a perfect aunt. I'm not a perfect daughter. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to help bury my own kids. Not going to set them up for failure. Not going to just sit back and not say anything. And we need more. We need to change the all of the policies and all of the systems. And at some point, when the change has to happen within, outside forces. Yeah, we got kids, send our kids to school, and there's drugs and all this other stuff. But what's going on in the homes? Nobody's talking about that. And we know that it exists. Back in the day when a lot of young ladies and young men, the boys and girls, were being raped and molested by family members, and yeah, it was swept underneath the rug. We need to lift these rugs up. It's time to lift the rugs up. But I don't hear anybody saying anything. I don't hear anybody talking about it. Like I cried all the way home. Yeah, something happened that sparked it. I just I don't know why, and maybe I'll never understand why. But to you, who wants to do all the things that you know is wrong, and you might not even think it's wrong. Oh, I grew up like this. I mean, I've heard family members, I've heard moms and grandma, like generations, 3 generations. Um, oh, I dropped out of school. I was all right. No, you're not all right because you're growing up in poverty. You're poor. It's not okay that if you dropped out, that's your choice. Give these babies a chance. Give the children and your families a chance, an opportunity to break the cycle. But how can they break the cycle if you're adding fuel to the fire instead of giving them fuel to succeed? Instead of giving them, and even if you don't have the tools and strategies, how about when you send them to school, sit your butt down, listen to the adults, and respect? Because I tell you what, and no, again, all teachers aren't perfect, all school systems aren't perfect. There's no such thing as perfection, but I can tell you what, in my 20 something years of experience, I've never seen a teacher administrator teach children how to do drugs. I've never seen a staff member teach children how to cuss people out. Never seen a staff member teach kids how to fight, how to be disrespectful, how to do all of the things that our young people now come to school and do, and show up with the parents and do it. No. no, 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 no. And the list goes on and on and on. And somebody's gonna be upset, but at the end of the day, I don't care. You know why? Because God sits high and looks low, and some, not just me, everybody needs to start checking the people that's within our family, that's around our families, that's around our children. Because some of us sacrificed our life so our kids can be better, and you have the audacity to feel like it's okay for you to do whatever you want to do with my kids, with our kids. It's not okay. It's not cool at all. I might be back, but I just needed to get that off my chest because where when is when are, and I keep saying we because like I say, I'm not perfect, and this is nothing to do with judgment. Like my heart and my soul goes out to every mom, to every dad, to every aunt, to every uncle, to every person that's gone above and beyond to give life to these kids, and you have the audacity to take it away with one smoke, one stiff, one drink, one sniff, one blunt. You just think it's just one, but it's just like you can get pregnant one time, the first time. That and that one time can catapult these children because they're impressionable. Can catapult them. So which way are you directing them? Yeah, we got the streets, but our families should be different. Our families should be a place of safety and protection. And who's going to break the cycle? And for the person who's trying to break the cycle for the entire family, how are you going to support them? Are you supporting them, or are you adding to the problem by not supporting what that one person or those two people are trying to do? Yeah, I don't understand, and it breaks my heart. And I don't know how much more I can take. Um, just I just don't understand. I really don't. So again, if you're not helping to be a part of the change, you are a part of the problem for every young person in our community. It takes a village to raise a child, and how can our villages raise the children when the villages, the majority of the village is messed up? How can it happen? But is we just not gonna say anything? Like we have to start holding people we know accountable and saying something. We don't want to call the police. We don't want to do this. We don't want to do that. I don't want to snitch. I don't. We just going to keep letting these vicious cycles happen. Is that what that's what we're doing? That's what we're doing now. I don't understand. So this message is for those of you who think it's okay to do whatever it is that you think is okay to do with young people, around young people. Like, let them be children. They shouldn't have to take their brothers and sisters to school. They shouldn't have to go out on the street and hustle. Yeah, they shouldn't have to do all of these things. And yes, we know that they do them. And we know because of, like, like I said earlier, yes, we have the gun violence and the economic issues and all those concerns. And like I said, my problem is that if I'm supposed to be a parent, if I'm supposed to be a guardian, if I'm supposed to be all of these things that helps, not hurt. Give hope, not additional hell. How are we making it better for them? How? It takes more than one person. It's going to take a lot of people for a shift to change. And it starts in our mindset. Like, yeah, I'm going to pray for you. And I pray that you stop what you're doing because yeah, I'm quite sure you know you're wrong and you shouldn't even be doing it. I don't even know who this message is for, but you know you're wrong. Give these children a chance. Give these young people a chance. We already have enough going up against us. So why add more to it? And you're supposed to be family. What kind of family are you?